Hey guys, B.O.L.T here. So before we start this video, part 1, not all of season 4, this is just part 1. Part 2 will be coming out tomorrow. Reason why there's going to be a part 1 and 2 is because a lot of the very end of it, is a lot of me rewriting it, and doing it my own way. So anyways, let's get this out of the way, because I do have a few things to do before I have to go to bed. Because I want to try to go to bed early, so I have more time to do other stuff. Let's see here. Alright, so a few things I didn't cover during season 3's because we got cut off. Fu was given to his lover. Let's see, Mari and Adrian take a chance out of the three choices. So at the very end, Marinette is with Luca, Kagami is with Adrian, Chloe is denied further Queen Bee. Chloe's prevented any Queen Bee for siding with Hakamoth. And episode 1 is when we start right now. So the details, and here we go. Episode 1, Truth. This is May 9th, so a week since Reflect. Actually, let's see. I didn't even fucking do it. So it's been a little less than a week since the ending there. I'll probably give it like 6 days, but basically the details is the new responsibilities as Guardian. Marinette's Guardian, by the way. I don't know if I covered that one. Yeah, I did, because it's the very end of the video. Marinette starts to lose time with loved ones and gets to be busy to remember dates with Luca and patrols with Chat Noir. Thanks to the truth, we learn that Jagged is Luca and Julica's dad. Mari and Luca break up at the very end of this because there is no relationship, because she's too busy to build one with him. And because of his kind of mind, she'd rather be a friend at this point. The end scene is that Kagami starts to notice that Adrian is keeping something from her and not giving her his full intention. Episode 2 is Lies. Only 2 days after this, on May 11th, Adrian is still in love with Ladybug, and knowing and he does know Marinette's feelings in this rewrite, and he can get himself into and he can't get himself into a Kagami only mindset because of these other two girls. After Lies, with this unhealthy mindset, they break up. So Kami is the one who mostly calls it out, saying it won't work. The end scene is that Mari cancels plans with her friends for the 20th time. So within that week that that she's been a Guardian, she's just been she can't have plans with her friends, and this just starts happening one after the other. And since we had Felix, we had the guys, now it's the actual reason for the females to come in and go in. Multiple documentations is King of Secrets, episode 3. This is May 12th. The details are that Mari's friends are upset about her distancing. Lady Wi-Fi is the one to learn about Marinette and Luca's breakup after teleporting to Luca, making her feel awful, breaking the Akuma, showing Tamari that she has a will. So basically, all the females become Akumas, but Lady Wi-Fi, with her Wi-Fi jumping capabilities, she's able to actually go to Luca and say, "You're the one who would know where Marinette is. Tell us where she is." And Luca reveals to her, this being the first time it had been mentioned, is that they broke up, which makes her feel bad for even hunting her down because she's going through a lot. So she goes to Marinette to say sorry. She breaks the Akuma by herself, this giving Marinette a reason to give her a identity. The end scene is that Mr. Ramir, the Mr. Pigeon, is asked to have his pigeons for a photo shoot with Adrian. Episode 4 is Mr. Pigeon 74. This is on the 14th. Details are after so many times Mr. Amir being acoupatized, Mari and Alia research a prevention method. Mari tries to get Kagami and Adrian back together, with Kagami telling her just to go for it. Alia learns that both Ladybug and Chat Noir don't have power restrictions in creation and destruction. Ladybug is given a upgraded suit similar to future Ladybug, but without its wings. She creates an Akuma charm, stopping any future Akumas to that victim. This is similar to a dream catcher, and any further Akumas and all that are stopped to that person in particular. So no more Mr. Pigeon. The end scene is that a guardian arrives in Paris. Episode 5 is Furious Fu. This is the 15th of May. The Miraculous Guardians learn of the usage in Paris and send the last guardian of the Mother Box, which is the main Miraculous Box, and meets Marinette, and slowly through the episode shows the old guardian, shows the old guardian new tricks. Her and mostly Fu developed. So basically, I know how your techniques and knowledge are supposed to go, but here's what me and Fu did, just to be more modern and more open-minded. Let's see here. This time showing Mari the usage of the staff. So basically, after Feast, Fu got his old staff back that was eaten by Feast, and through the Guardian training at the very end, he gifts Marinette his staff in the locker with the other Miraculous Box and all that. So here is all the stuff you need, including a staff, to start learning to be a Guardian. And now there's a Guardian teaching her how to use it. That was originally Fu's. The end scene is that Audrey introduced Zoe to Anthony and Chloe. Episode 6 is Soul Crusher. This is the 16th of May. It's only a day after. Season 4 is very compact because I feel like after Season 5, they should be going into high school. And I'll tell you the reason in part 2 of why there is going to be a huge decline on how much time it's going to be. Episode 6, where whatever that details, is that Zoe tries to meet Chloe's and Audrey's expectations. Mari notices that she's different and has different passions, and then tries to help gain friends. Zoe's father is in New York and sends her to Audrey due to bad times. Anthony shows Zoe that he, before marrying Audrey, had a filmmaking career, and he was friends with Emily, and basically she was part of that film, and that film we seen back in Godzilla. And then the career, which most notably had Emily, okay. And the end scene is that another film competition is started, so basically we're doing another competition like, what's it called? Horrificator. Episode 7, Queen Banana, the 19th. The details is that Chloe's constant unstable emotions. Ladybug deems Zoe as the new B Miraculous holder. Vespera. And that's basically what it is basically with her, Chloe going all over the place. She has a thought of giving her the B Miraculous, but that kind of proves it when she became Queen Banana, giving Zoe the Miraculous. And the end scene is that Audrey and Gabriel agree to have a new branch of their fashion. So Audrey is the parent company to the Grest, because Gabriel was discovered by Audrey. So they do have a connection, but for them to both have success, they decide to make another branch for themselves. Episode 8 is Mega Leech, the 21st. The details is that Anthony going against his previous made promise of a more cleaner and eco-friendly Paris. Basically, in one of the episodes, he takes a whole bunch of garbage cargo and sends them to space. That way there's not so much garbage on the world. and they'll slowly get rid of it. That way, it's not in the atmosphere so long. But again, he's forced by Chloe and Audrey to cut down trees and take the local park for a new branch for Audrey in the aggressive fashion brand. Maylene, along with other Parisians, hold a protest against this to protect nature. Ladybug gives Maylene the Mouse Miraculous to become Polymouse. The end scene is that Rose's illness starts to peak out. This, of course, goes into episode 9. This is the next day on the 22nd. This is Guilt Trip. Juleka reveals to the rest of the class that Juleka has a mental and physical illness that is since her childhood. After Rose quickly learns of this info being included, so basically Rose learns that Juleka told the entire class. Juleka starts to feel guilty because Rose kind of snaps because everyone's treating her differently. We see during the fields of guilt, everyone's self-guilt. Alex, Ivan, and Kim are not able to help with their classmates. Max is not able to predict the akumatization. Shat and Ladybug are able to. They're not able to beat Hawkmoth, so they start guilting over that. They also bring each other into. They bring other people like the Parisians into crossfire, and then the rest is not able to help Rose the best they can. So people can't protect their friends. Max isn't able to predict when there's an Akuma, so people can be evacuated, so no other people get affected. Chat Noir, basically people get affected. Hawkmoth isn't defeated, and the rest of the people that are been in this field is basically they're not able to help Rose the best they can. And I think Miss Mendeleev in the original basically got sucked in, and she couldn't protect her students, and that's why she got guilt tripped. Then the ending scene is that Luca and Juleka's birthday is later that day. So that same day, episode 10, Crocodile, Jagged comes to make up for some time with the kids. Juleka, thinking her dad didn't come, thinking of her and only cares about Luca, and she only sees a gift for Luca, which ends up turning Luca and Jagged having a surprise for her being Jagged's first the guitar that he used for his first ever show. Luca is given the last album their Jagged and their mother made, which has a special casing and a special album, which is like the purple and the orange, I think it is. Their mother, noting this, tries to take the album and trying to get rid of it because it brings up bad memories. Juleka getting fed up with no one hearing her. Ladybug gives her the Tiger Miraculous to give her a new voice, to make her feel more powerful as Purple Tigress. Of course, we do have the Chat Noir and Purple Tigress as a family of the feline type. Jagged Stone does apologize and promises to make up as much time and promises and other stuff. Basically, he's trying to redo what he missed, and he feels bad for leaving what he did. And of course, their mother is like not the full extent, but will start actually allowing things to kind of transpire. The end scene is that Natalie shows off Optigami, a sentient monster that is basically an all-seeing eye. That is episode 11, Optigami, the 23rd. Optigami gains info from all the past Miraculous previous to season 4, so the ones that they already knew the identities to, and their weaknesses. So basically, they see everything that and they also say that it thinks. Basically, they can figure out how they're gonna move. They figure out what's gonna make them stop from doing the best they can, basically threatening a loved one or stopping what makes them go. And tick. Ladybug and Rena help to be able. Ladybug with Rena's help is able to stop the re-akumatized Style Queen, which in this one, Gabriel's numbers versus hers are outstanding. And basically, not just this, but other pictures and other content that are brought up that make her embarrassed. Shat is And here's the biggest part: is Shat is too late to the party, and he doesn't gain anything else in the very end of the fight, where he has to destroy the Optigami, well, the Turtle Miraculous with Optigami in it. Hawkmoth takes notice of Alya and Nino's relationship. He also knows that Rena has a higher status than most holders. Oh, and then he also realizes that Ladybug can actually pull from her yo-yo, from the late Miraculous box. The end scene is that Mari has a nightmare about Hawkmoth winning with the Miraculous, and basically the only reason he learned this is because of Alya, and also she sees Shat Blanc. Episode 12, Senti Bubbler, and on the 24th, Hawkmoth targets all of Alya's loved ones for the Miraculous, the Fox Miraculous, and the information, using Senti Bubbler, which he disguises as an actual akumatized Nino. So she can't hurt him because that's Nino, and then she doesn't want to do anything because her family's up in the air in bubbles, and they can be dropped and killed. And basically Mari is able to text her about it being a Senti monster, so don't hold back, and also to go create a distraction and get the Horse Miraculous so she can escape the bubble. And she makes herself a Lady Pegasus. I know it's got another name, but I think it's stupid. But anyways, Mari and Alya make a plan for Alya to play in the playground background as a new hero. So basically, you can't be Marina anymore because they know about you, but they also can't see you because they'll figure out that you're still on the field. So I'll give you the Fox Miraculous still, but you have to be in the background, become a new hero, and don't tell anyone, not even Nino. And in this time, it kind of actually goes a long way. And of course, she's Rena Furtive, I think now. And basically at the very end, she says, "Hey Nino, I can't be Rena Rouge anymore." And the very end scene is Ladybug and Cat Noir getting spread as a couple, which is episode 13, Glaciator 2. This is May 25th. With all the pictures and videos between Chat Noir and Ladybug, it is presumed that they are a couple, and it annoys Ladybug through the roof, making her have to erase all the videos and pictures on every form of media, including the Ladybug. And so she also goes with Chat Noir to the Ice Cream Andre, and basically says, "We're not a couple. Stop freaking doing this to us." And she keeps getting angry against the idea. Shat starts to doubt even their friendship at this point. And because this is the mid-season finale, there is no end scene. We do go over these specials because I'll set them up as the timeline is that Shanghai and New York. Shanghai is on the 27th, and New York is on the 29th of May. Shanghai is just to build up Sabine's family and more mysterious things are in the universe. And of course, introduce the new hero that can transform into different animals. New York, we meet the American heroes, which is basically a mix between Justice League and Avengers. This has knockoffs of Superman / Captain Marvel as Majestia. Night Owl is basically Batman. Sparrow is Robin. Uncanny Valley, I think, would be Cyborg. But also, the entire class goes to New York for a celebration between America and French being allies. Hawkmoth goes to seek a lost Miraculous of the Eagle, which was gifted to George Washington for the American Revolution. That way the soldiers fight at their best. We also meet one of the knockoff villains, Techno Pirate, which is basically Doc Ock mixed with Brainiac. Shat leaves. He leaves Paris. He leaves for Paris. So basically, instead of leaving his Miraculous with Ladybug, he leaves for Paris. And basically that's the change for this one. Ladybug does feel guilty in sending Uncanny after him. Sparrow is given the new miraculous thought for the eagle, and I think just is Eagle is her name, and the guardian of an Indian descent, because that's what I believe is George Washington was doing the American Revolution, and one of the Indians, which was a guardian at the time, gave him the miraculous of the eagle. And he agrees with Uncanny and Eagle to stick around and make it an American Miraculous team. Episode 14, Quill, we're back to it. This is the 30th, so they just came back from New York. With her guardian duties and getting sidetracked, Marinette misses a meetup with her mother, getting her violation tickets. In circumstances, this shows two things. One, Mari is no longer able to make promises with anyone or for anything. And two, an Akuma can be self-released if the goal is met. So she said, I just want my cuffs off and I'll be happy. Marinette, Ladybug is able to break the handcuffs off, releasing the Akuma. The end scene is that Roland, also known as Marinette's grandfather, is not understanding the new technology. Episode 15, the same day, is Simple Man. This allows Roland to agree and understand, trying to understand the new technology. And Kagami pulling, he's pulling an Adrian and goes off manga for romance advice. And Marinette gives her other family members charms. So now her mom, during Quillin, had it. Then Simple Man, which is his grandfather, she just went ahead and gave her grandmother and her father one. Episode 16, Penalty. So the next day is the 31st. The end scene of last one was a football star is inviting the class to learn the ropes. The details for this episode is to make up a better miraculous team to go against Penalty. Nate is given the ram, also known as Capri Kid. Mark is given the rooster for Rooster Bold. Sabrina is given the dog for Miss Mutt. Ivan is given the ox for Minotaurox. Leaving Shat as a ragdoll so he doesn't feel appreciated because he also doesn't get told the plan. He's just used as the goalie. And unlike the entire team, he doesn't have any idea what they're doing. And Chloe loses Sabrina as a friend after this because she's too cruel to her anymore. At the end of this, for the end scene, would be Alec criticizing other people, the careers and livelihoods of them. Episode 17 is, of course, Wishmaker, which is on the 1st of June. This is the last few days of school for the 8th grade class, which is the main class. The school is having an open to the public and talent a career show where Adrian is very confused about his career and doesn't want to be a model or anything in the rest of business anymore. And he's confused about what he wants to do for the future and tries to go around the stands wondering about each. Marinette wants to push her fashion career, but between being Ladybug, the Guardian, and learning other skills like creating objects like the sunglasses, and of course the record as well. She's very confused. She doesn't have a confidence behind it anymore. And what makes that deeper is that Luca is not being a guitarist. He wants to have that as a hobby, not a career, so he goes and does his own thing. Jagged is actually thinking about retiring as a career. That way he can spend more time with his kids. And I believe I'll go ahead and say that the person that became Troublemaker is now his girlfriend. And he wants to become a reptilian zoologist, so things like snakes and alligators. Alec is also questioned, the game show host or whatever he is. He's questioned on his job ideals, making fun of people and all that. This makes him reveal that he wanted to be kind of like a drag queen, kind of like a makeup artist for male. Luca learns of Shat and Ladybug's identities at the end of this because of him having the second chance whenever they got revealed. The end scene is that Nino mistakes a. Nino watches a video of Chat Noir and not liking it one bit. Episode 18. This is on the 2nd and 3rd of June. This is Rocketeer. The details is that Alia makes a comment, actually makes the video about Chat Noir making Nino jealous. That goes to ask then goes to ask Alia, but gets the Chat. Adrian hears about this. He goes to ask Alia as Chat Noir. This idea gets rejected, but of course Nino sees this and doesn't hear any of the words, but sees this as a flirt. So he goes to Adrian and reveals that both Carapace, him being Carapace, Alia being Reina Rouge, and that Ladybug trusted them with their own identities and each other's. Chat is hurt by this. Now his best friend doesn't trust him as Chat Noir, which means he doesn't like a part of him. Alia is putting comments on like slide hitting him. Like, he likes the fact that everyone's watching anything but about him. But here's the thing: is Alia does kind of go against herself sometimes. Like, even though he ain't as good as Ladybug. And then let's see here. And basically the fans are also generally saying this. And even Ladybug herself is kind of putting Chat Noir down. And the end scene is the original Mother Box Guardian ask Marinette to go find out Chat Noir's identity. I think I'll go to episode 23. That way we're finished with this. Episode 19, Informal, the 6th. In an alternate timeline, Ladybug learns of Chat Noir / Adrian's identity, slowly gets used to the idea of him being Chat Noir, and reveals herself comfortably. But of course, Gabriel listens in on one of their conversations, figuring out that they're each other, and learns about both identities. And this gives him, and then he finds a way to get both of them miraculous. First, he became Shadow Cat with the Cat Noir Miraculous, and then unites both, and his wish is basically to erase. He wishes for them to bring back Emily, but of course this has to erase all of time, rewrite time. That way Emily is still there, but of course time has to write out either Natalie or Adrian at that point in time. And then, of course, let's see here. We're shown them. That gives you an idea that it was supposed to be them written out. But, of course, Marinette is fast. She had a protocol in her phone, basically able to send Luca every part of the text to go get Sass and make him use Second Chance without a Miraculous. This has big effects because we don't have... I'm trying to remember who... we don't got Trix using it, so this is the first time we're having a Kwame use their abilities. We do hear about Plague using it, though. This turns to be time redoing its... It basically, it goes back to when he last used Second Chance as a Miraculous holder, but time is stuck for 5 minutes going in time loop. The end scene is basically just... let's see. Basically Marinette's gonna have to be too busy to be Ladybug, and basically she's wondering what happens if there's gonna be a Nakuma, which of course episode 20 happens. Hakusan on the 10th. The details is that Marinette gets into an unacceptable position. Alia has to take her earrings. This easily pisses Chat Noir off. Not just the fact that, a side hero, gets covered, but Ladybug's identity is freaking revealed to someone else that isn't him. So the freaking partners since the beginning doesn't count. So someone outside his knowledge has that identity. And then of course he doesn't show that he's jealous or anything. Like, he understands. He'll deal with it. but he still mistrusts that it, just in case it's someone that just stole their miraculous. So he lets Ladybug know that it was a situation, but he doesn't have a talk with her about the identity. And the end scene to that one is basically there's a comedian that's inviting Marinette out. This, of course, is episode 21, Psycho Comedian, the 12th. Ladybug's dislike of chat comes out a lot, with many other basically angry personal attacks on chat. So basically, when she's angry, she lists everything negative that she doesn't like about him, and a few other people chime in as well. So basically, everyone's just beating Shad up at this point, and he's just building it up. In episode 22, the last scene of last one is he tries to actually no, he's getting real tired of those charms because some of the most akumatized people that would help him out right now have those charms. Which episode 22 is Gabriel Agrest, the 13th. Gabriel and Kagami's mom has a business crossover set up, and Audrey and Gabriel, since they're shared companies, and their associates have to come in for a party/meeting. Marinette, wanting to learn more about the business, disguises herself. Gabriel akumatizes himself to gain a charm. So basically becomes the collector again, just to collect a charm for himself so he can study on it and figure out how to break it. And of course, this time Marinette doesn't have to go delete some kind of phone or get to someone's phone or do something just to get to Adrian or something. This is just so she kind of breaks that line where it's just she wants to find out more business related stuff. The end scene is using a sentient monster. Gabriel is able to power up into Akuma into a Mega Akuma and breaks the charm. Episode 23, the last episode we're covering, and this way I don't have to time lapse everything with freaking so many chapters, is Dearest Family. This is the 14th. Tiki quickly learns that there are side effects to the upgraded suit. And this is that she has a bigger energy drain when she's in that upgraded form, so she needs to have a better intake of food. So now she has a huge craving, and her cravings are so bad that it takes over the Ladybug transformation. Hawkmoth, using a Mega Akuma, is able to akumatize Marinette's family. Whenever they're basically Tiki goes and eats all of their spread for a celebration between them, and this gets them, angry at each other for who may have taken it, because there is no Akuma or anything right now, so what's happening? And they blame each other. This gets them into a huge argument, and it breaks all their Akumas with a Mega Akuma. And basically at the end of this, Ladybug finds out that he can break Akumas now, so it's back to the drawing board. There's no more needing to create her upgraded form, so she has to worry about, unless there's something that Lucky Charm isn't going to help her with, the upgraded form needs to be taken out for now. The end scene is that all of the negativity gets to Adrian, so basically he's getting done with all of the stuff recently. So of course, during her Tiki takeover craving situation, she badmouths Chat Noir one more time, and this just breaks the dam. So now for episode 24, which will be discovered, we have 3 episodes. They're going to be in huge length for part 2 tomorrow. But episode 24, Kuro Neko, we have Adrian in a new mindset where absolutely no one likes him as Cat Noir. Ladybug doesn't respect him. And now some of his people that, he would have trusted with his identity, they don't care for him either. So it's right now, he has nowhere to turn if he wants to reveal his identity, because no one likes him like that. And now people aren't even recognizing him as a hero. So it's going to be fun, because that is the beginning of the huge rewrite of the last 3 episodes. And I will also reveal even though it's not a prediction, I'm going to make my own season 5 at the end of part 2. So see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.